Okay, so hi guys and girls, Lockie here. I hope you are fantastic. Making sure that technology is working correctly. It is now, guys. Please excuse my hoodie. It is cold, guys. It is cold here. Now, let me just make sure your chat function is up and racing. Welcome to the hub, guys. Welcome to the hub. It is the 27th of November. That technically means we are 30 days happening. Well, we're 20. What does that mean, guys? 28 days away from Christmas. That's crazy. There's a beautiful sell signal, guys, on FDAX that's just triggered. Absolutely brilliant. Just amazing. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I am very, very excited about 2026. I think 2026 is going to be very exciting. We have kicked some pretty big goals, guys. Kicked some pretty big goals in 2025. I do think 2026 is going to be even more fun. So, guys, what we'll do, we'll get on with it. So welcome to the hub. I do want to finish the hub. I have been a busy boy, Alan. It's been a very big week, guys. It's been a very, very big week. And we've got the annual conference, guys, 2 Saturdays time. So we are basically ready to go, for the annual conference. I've got my interviewees ready to rock and roll. They've already got their questions. So I'm hoping that we end up having the biggest digital annual conference that we've ever had in the history of annual conferences. Now, guys, just so you know, the biggest annual conference ever was actually on the Sunshine Coast in 2012. So Sunshine Coast 2012, as we had around about 300 or so people at the annual conference. That was a big one. So 2012 on the Sunshine Coast. There was no digital, guys. There was no digital component to that, and every customer was Australian. Actually, there was nothing else. And digital, guys, if we get anywhere near 100 people coming to that annual conference, it will be the biggest digital conference ever. So that's my goal, guys. Wish me luck. And that's not, guys, that's not to say, yay, check it out, isn't this brilliant? But it's just to say, hey, if we can spread the word globally about what we're doing, then there's no reason why if this year we get 100, next year, why can't it be 200? Why can't it be 200? What I do love about running an academy like this is that we are winning, guys. We are winning. And again, as a truly international day trading academy, guys, we've got staff in 5 countries now. We've got clients in 12 countries, about to be 13 potentially. Deb, how are you? I hope you're fantastic. The whole goal is to educate people on how to make money out of trading, guys. That's all we're doing. It's a very, very straightforward goal. There's no question about that. And shout out to Craig tonight. Craig, was it 130 points? 130 points on FDAX. I think it was about 130. It's a massive result. It's a massive result. About 4,000. It was about 4,000 Aussie dollars. Sorry, it was 108, but it's still over $4,000, which is just fantastic. So that's what we're here. So the hub meeting, what's it about? Guys, I'll just bring this slide up for you because we've got some brand new people, guys, never been to the hub before. So some brand new people in the hub tonight. What we tend to do, guys, in the game of trading, all we do as a network of successful traders is we support everybody in the journey to be successful. Now, the reason we do that is there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype in the world. There's a lot of misinformation in the world. If that's something that we can talk about, there's a lot of misinformation about this thing called trading. There's a lot of trading schools out there that actually don't trade. They'll sell you a program, but there's no backup. There's no professionalism. There's nothing because basically they don't trade. Now, as it turns out, guys, I have traded tonight. I traded 2 of the signals I called in the live trading room. Of the 8 we called on the FDAX. So I traded 2 trades. They both went to target. So you might have heard the expression, what is it? Put your money where your mouth is. Is that the expression? But guys, as a trading school, not only do we want to be number 1 in Southeast Asia, as you guys are aware, we want to be number 1, but we want to be the best. Like, we want to be the best. And the only way to be the best is to have clients moving in and out of the live trading room on a daily basis, trading responsibly, without being rude, making a crap load of money, understanding why they made the money, and then coming back the following day and just repeating the same process over and over again. So as trading, as I said a little bit down the bottom here in the basically the fourth paragraph there, guys, trading is not easy, but it is very, very simple to do well. So it's very simple to do well in trading, provided you are supported in your journey. And it's got to be by like-minded people who are actually motivated to help you succeed. Guys, now, interesting point. As I said before, guys, this Global Hub is a monthly event. So what we do is we basically, some months will feature successful traders, as other months will feature the charts. Today, we're not going to do an interview, but we're going to focus more on the charts and how we could have made even more money today. But the question is also, guys, why did we do what we do? So why did we do what we did today? And how can you basically do exactly the same thing? So whether you were in the live trading room and you were supervised, guys, or you were out trading by yourself and you were completely unsupervised, could you have taken the trades today with a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of expertise and a little bit of understanding of how to learn to trade the markets properly? Right, so I think that's a really good goal. Remy, you say there's no competition. That's actually, guys, that's actually a really good point. And I'm going to jump on that if I can, because it's a really good observation. There is actually no competition to what we do because no one has the indicators that we have. So yes, there is no competition. Guys, there's other trading schools out there in the world. There's hundreds of them, but no, Remy, you're on the money. One of the reasons why we are basically a standalone, if you will, a bit of a lone wolf in the industry, is we are the only people with the indicators that we have coded. Now, what does that mean? It just gives us, there are other trading strategies in the world and there are other things that work, and that's really good fun. But all the indicators do, guys, all the strategy does, all the 101 course does, all it does is separate us from the competition and give us an advantage over everybody else. As I said before, we are a truly international day trading academy, guys. So again, we've only been around for a year. Now, mind you, I've been in the education space, guys, since 2007. So 1 August 2007, I started learning futures trading. I was 1st of August 2009, I started my first trading school because there were no decent trading schools in Australia whatsoever. I'd even go so far as to say that's probably still the case. The best trading schools in the world, guys, are in Singapore, Japan, America, and Europe. They are the biggest. They are the best. I want to be the best. I don't want to be the biggest, guys. I want to be the best. I don't want to be the biggest. And the only way that we can measure our performance, guys, on a daily basis is if clients walk away from the trading room on a daily basis having made a large amount of money. Now, Greg, I don't know if you're still short on your S&P 500 trade, but that was obviously a really, really good little trade. So well done, mate. That was a great little trade. So, guys, what we want to do all the way down the bottom, guys, we have intentionally invited members, and there's also non-members coming to the Hub meeting tonight. Guys, we're pretty transparent about that. The reason being, Greg's out of his trade. I'd love to know, Matt, how the trade went, because that was looking pretty good at this point in time. Guys, we want to empower traders globally, guys. We also want to understand that the game of education, the game of trading, right? So the game of education, guys, is about joining a like-minded group of people around the world, and everybody can make money because we take exactly the same trades, right? So we all make money because we all take the same trades. And the beauty of that is we could have 500 traders in the live trading room. Guys, there's absolutely no disadvantage to anybody because we all do the same thing at the same time, and basically becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Further to that, guys, the game of trading, so there's two games. There's the game of educating people to trade, which is about all doing the same thing at the same time. Guys, the game of actually trading, if you want to trade by yourself, guys, the game of trading is about staying disciplined and patient long enough to make money. So what we will focus on tonight is exactly how you could have entered exactly the trades that were called in the LTR with the intent of making as much money as you possibly can. Guys, because you don't need a live trading room to make money if you've got the right strategy, the right education, and the right indicators. Guys, but may I suggest, my humble opinion, having been in live trading rooms for a very long time now, may I suggest that it is a massive advantage to have like-minded individuals who log in every single day with the intent of everybody making money. I think it's an absolute no-brainer. Now, if you are on social media, guys, we're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I forgot what that one, top left-hand corner, Instagram, YouTube. Guys, obviously, I'm also on LinkedIn as well. Guys, we do social media posts every day. Guys, do media posts every day just to keep everybody up to speed with what's going on in the world. Okay, now let's move on, guys, because I've only got 60 minutes tonight. I've got a little princess, guys, downstairs who wants to watch a movie, so I'm going to have to make sure I'm 100% on time. So, guys, a couple of key little happenings and events that are about to occur. So, guys, we've finished our Bali Platinum program. It was from the 3rd to the 8th of November. Guys, it was the biggest advanced trading program that has ever been run in the history of the Platinum program, guys, bar none, right? So the Platinum program is an advanced program. It started, guys, in 2011. Officially, guys, when I show you the photo, which is not now, but at the annual conference, it was the biggest advanced trading program I have ever done at any trading school ever. And it was phenomenal. Now, guys, the reason I mention that is a number of people weren't available to attend the Platinum program. So what we are doing is we are grabbing the 5-day video recording, polishing that into an on-demand advanced trading course for anybody that says, Lockie, I wanted to go to Bali, but I couldn't attend. Is it possible to watch the videos? Guys, the answer is we're rendering those into a video course at the moment, okay, for those that want a slightly more advanced approach to the world. Now, second point, guys, virtual annual conference, Saturday, 6th of December, guys. My goal is to get at least 100, guys, at least 100 registrations. Guys, it will make it the biggest digital annual conference we've ever had. Guys, we've got free challenge accounts from TTP. We've got guest speakers. We've got screenshots. We've got lucky door prizes, all of this kind of stuff. Guys, it all starts on Saturday, the 6th of December at 9 a.m., guys. Now, we were going to run for 3 hours. It's likely we're going to run for 4, guys. So it's going to be a 4-hour annual conference. There are 3 masterclasses in there for you, guys. And again, if you've ever thought about trading, guys, if you've ever thought about trading, particularly in 2026, the conference is free. It will also be recorded, guys. It will be broken up and put on YouTube as well. So if there's something you really like about the annual conference, like the masterclasses, you'll be able to go and watch them again over and over and over. Now, guys, at the annual conference, we are releasing the 2026 referral program. Guys, we're also getting very, very close to releasing the 2026 101 course. So interesting point, guys, if you are an affiliate, guys, if you are someone that loves spreading the word, then, guys, the commissions on that new course, so the 2026 101 course, guys, the commissions are going to start at $500 per person and climb from there. So if you're a bit of an affiliate, if you like spreading the word, as annual conference, we're going to be launching the affiliate program. Officially, guys, it takes off in January, but you are allowed to start early. Guys, there's a number of people that are inviting guests to the annual conference, guys, that are measuring what we do, why we do it, how we do it. Please bring as many guests as you want, as they're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised. With that said, guys, any questions at all about the Platinum recordings? If you want to become an affiliate, guys, please email the info@samuraidaytrading.com. Guys, if you've got any questions about indicators or technical stuff, tim@samuraidaytrading.com. Guys, we'll keep you out of mischief. Now, guys, let's get into it. Today, 3 points that we're going to focus very, very heavily on. Now, I've got a guest, guys, in the webinar tonight that wants to talk about gold trading. So I've actually gone and prepared a gold trading workspace. So, guys, we can run through that. There's some incredible lessons on gold. And that, guys, that raises a really, really awesome point, if you don't mind. Guys, the strategy we use is just as good on oil and gold as it is on the FDAX, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, the VIX, guys, the volatility index. Effectively, if you're trading a high volume futures market, then you can basically do what we do it every day of the week. And guys, you find your favorite time to trade and off you go. So topic of the month, guys, we've had an absolute blinder, guys, in the LTR over the last couple of days in particular. I don't think we've had a blinder all year, but the fact is the last couple of days, everything has really started to gel in with that second tier reversal. So what it ultimately means is tonight we're going to focus on, guys, we're going to touch on that second tier reversal. More importantly, we're going to focus on the V2 and V3 delta indicators. Effectively, why do they do what they do and how you can use them to your advantage. There were probably 3 to 4 stunning examples on the FDAX today, which is going to be really, really good fun. Now, with that, guys, the Delta is very, very good at picking reversal points in the market. It's also very good at picking continuation style trades in the market. So we'll just go to the FDAX, guys. It was very, very simple to trade tonight, and we'll basically pull it apart, and we'll be able to add some serious value there. Now, in terms of multiple strategy trading, guys, what we're going to do also today is we're going to combine the Delta with stair-stepping and candlestick analysis. So for those that are brand new to what we do, everything is about candlestick analysis. What does that mean? We are evaluating a 5-minute chart candle. So we're evaluating a 5-minute chart candle compared to the candle before. The CSA principle, guys, comes straight out of the 101 course. For those that are new to what we do, the 101 course was first written. So that's the first trading course I wrote. It was first written in 2009. It was updated again in 2011. It was updated again in 2013 and then 2017. And this one that is coming up at the moment is probably the biggest, sort of the biggest kind of update and polish to the 101 course we've done in a very, very long time. So you guys, if you've got the 101 course already, you will be automatically upgraded to the new course. Okay, so congratulations, you're about to get an updated, guys, I wouldn't say an upgraded course, but certainly an updated course, which is going to be really good fun. For those that don't have the 101 course, it is effectively the basic foundation for everything that we do in trading. And it's been working well since 2009. It's already 2026 or almost 2026. There's no reason why it's going to stop working, guys. And that's because I think at the end of the day, we're very lucky we trade futures. So there is no one on the other side of the market to manipulate the market against us. So we get to trade pure price movement every day. No one can interfere with what we do. And then we just get on with it. Okay, which is always good fun. Now, guys, what it means is if we can combine candlestick analysis, guys, with the Delta indicator and the other indicators that we've developed literally since 2009, guys, you'll get to the point where you combine your CSA, your indicators, the strategy that we use. We talk about ratios and also candle dominance. Once we do a really good job of understanding this, the markets actually become exponentially easier to trade. So there's a lot of people out there in the world, guys, that might tell you trading is complex, trading is difficult. So tonight we called 12 or 13 winning trades in a row in the LTR. So my point being is trading is not complex. It's not difficult. Trading is actually quite simple, but it's not easy. Now, would anybody like to have a guess why trading is simple, but it's not easy? Right? There's this incredible thing called human something, which gets in the way of a really good trading strategy a ton of the time, guys. Some people would call it fear and greed. What do you guys think the number one sabotaging force is in the game of trading? Emotions. Adrian, well done. Mandy, psychology. Remy, ego. It's all correct, guys. It's all correct. The human factor, Keith. Well, Suzanne, myself. Well, guys, that brings up a really, really awesome point. Because there's a lot of people out there in the world that are banging on about trading psychology and risk to reward ratio. And, I saw this ridiculous video, guys, a couple of days ago. It is put out by an educator, so I won't tell you who it is. But I saw a ridiculous video, and there was a guy talking to the screen talking about it's all about your edge. It's all about your edge. And it doesn't matter how many trades you get wrong. It's all about your edge. And I'm listening to this guy going, mate, you have literally, not being rude, you have literally no idea what you're talking about. I don't actually think you actually trade. The reason I mention that, guys, is the only way that you are going to develop a positive psychology around trading is if you're taking winning trade after winning trade after winning trade. That is your edge. Guys, there is no way, in my humble opinion, having done this since 2007, there is no way you can develop a positive psychology around trading if you keep on getting slapped in the face. It doesn't work. So a lot of these trading schools globally have got this entire trading psychology thing round the wrong way. They're talking about you got to work on your psychology and then trading will happen naturally. Well, no. If you're working on your psychology, guys, you could go and meditate for the next year on I'm really, really good at trading. The moment you start using a strategy that doesn't work, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen to your belief in trading if you get absolutely smashed? No. So anyway, guys and girls, there are trading schools out there in the world. Alan has actually mentioned the name of this particular school now. I'm not going to mention the name, but they are out there in the world saying it's all about psychology. It's got nothing to do with strategy. As may I suggest, it is 100% strategy. And when you are taking winning trades after winning trade after winning trade, you build a psychology around that strategy and that intent. So if you were an FTX trader today, guys, for example, you were an FTX trader today, and you took 8 winning trades in the row on the FTX today. Now, I only took 2 of those, guys. I only took 2. Interesting point. I think Craig took 4 or maybe 5. Craig, I'd love to know how many you took. But guys, if you were Craig tonight, I mean, we're about to go and look at the live charts. If you were Craig tonight and you'd taken 4 or 5, so 5, thank you, mate, 5 winning trades in a row, what do you think Craig's psychology is tonight about the strategy, the indicators, the live trading room, Samurai Day Trading as a school? Guys, he is building a stunning psychology around what we do. CNH, I'd love to know a first name if I can. Because CNH, it sounds like I'm in the army calling everybody by their initials or their surname. But my point being, guys, if you can make money out of this thing called trading, all right? So if you are disciplined and patient long enough to make money, you build a psychology around what we do very fast. Guys, now for those of you that have said, oh, Lockie, human emotion, guys, the key to building a great trust in the game of trading, the key to there's 3 trusts. So there's 3 trusts in the game of trading that I've learned since 2007. The first thing, the first trust, if you want to build a great psychology around trading, you must build trust in the strategy that you're using. Full stop. Without trust in the strategy, there's no trading, there's no career, there's no profit, there's nothing, right? So my point being is, firstly, we've got to develop trust in what we do. Okay, what we've then got to do, so we've developed trust in our strategy, we then have to develop step 2, we've got to develop trust in ourselves using the strategy. Because it's one thing to say, hey, Craig, well done. Craig got 5 winning trades tonight. Isn't that fantastic? But for example, I got a losing trade. Craig got 5 winning trades. What is the difference between Craig and myself? Guys, so if you did get a losing trade on the FTX tonight, that's simply because we didn't follow the strategy or we didn't follow the rules. So how do we fix that? Guys, how do we fix that? Very, very easy to fix. Guys, we just asked the question, I wonder what Craig did. So you develop trust in the strategy, you develop trust in yourself, then you develop trust in your ability to read the psychology of the market. Guys, so what does that all boil down to? Dare I say it? It boils down to candlestick analysis. So without any further delay, guys, let's jump into the FTX. All right, let's just jump into the FTX. I'm going to, for the gold traders out there, guys, I'm going to talk about workspace when I get in there. So let me just push the can button on this one. Perfect. Perfect. So guys, this is so for those that are in the live trading room tonight, guys, I'm just going to do that. So that's exactly what we saw in the live trading room tonight. You guys are hilarious for those putting chats in. Now, this is the FTX, guys. This is the FTX from today. So what I want to do is I want to start by talking about stair-step, because there's a number of people that don't understand stair-step correctly. Then I'll feature sort of 2 or 3 of the trades, guys, that we targeted. We'll talk about why we targeted the trades. This is, again, guys, this is the FDAX. All right, this is the FDAX. So what it means is this little box here. Guys, I'll put it over here so it's nice and clear. This little box is, again, pessimistically, $250 a box. In reality, it's about $280. Guys, so again, over here on the right-hand side, for those that are not aware, okay, if we move from the price of 860, right where I've got that arrow there, if we were to move from 860 down to 850, we've actually moved the market 10 points in your favor. Right, 10 points. Now, the points are worth 25 euro per point, around about 28 US dollars per point, or 40 Aussie dollars per point. Right, does anybody need any other currencies converted to make it a little bit more if you would like? So, guys, obviously, this is the FTX. It's running live. There's obviously nowhere to hide because we've just run the LTR. So let's get rid of some of these circles. Guys, let's get one of these circles. And we'll basically break, whoops, don't get rid of those. We'll basically break down why we did what we did tonight. Okay, so the FDAX, guys, for those that are not aware, the FDAX at this point in time, using this algorithm with these indicators, as we typically run at around about a 92.7 to 93% strike rate. As if you wait for the candle to close and then you define the candle as per candlestick analysis, you should be running at well over 95%, guys, up to around about 98% strike rate. Guys, around about that. So, guys, now people go, well, okay, Lockie, what kind of stats is that based on? On the FDAX, it's about 5,500 trades, understanding that we do around 12 to 15 trades a day. And guys, I haven't done any more stats since the start of 2 years ago. So if you want to add 7 to 8 trades a day times 50 weeks a year times 2 years, then we've probably added at least another 1,500 trades to the signal set. Now, or the proof set, I should say, the proof set. So just like gold, guys, just like gold, which we're about to go and have a look at, the FDAX is hypersensitive. I'm going to write this on the screen so everyone is very aware of this. So FDAX. Now, the FDAX is one of these markets that there are other trading schools in the world that say don't trade the FDAX, it's dangerous. Because the FDAX is not dangerous at all under any stretch of any imagination if you are responsible with your risk control. It's the easiest, by far, the easiest market to trade. Perfect, mate. I love it. It is the easiest market to trade in the European Open. Guys, gold is relatively easy to trade. So you've got gold, the euro US currency cross pair, so the Forex pair, guys, and the FDAX, guys. And now the FDAX has got a micro contract. Guys, so if you don't like trading a $250 box, if you don't like trading a $250 box, guys, which is a $25 US point, you can drop down to 5. Guys, so that would be, for the micro traders, that would be a $50 US box, right, per contract traded. Now, guys, the FDAX loves strength. So it loves strength, loves the delta V1 and V2. All right, so they're indicators. I'll show you through those in a second. So the FDAX loves strength, it loves delta V1, it loves delta V2, and holy moly, massive capital loves candlestick analysis because it loves ratios. Guys, shout out to one of our traders in, here we go. One of our traders in, come on. What's her name? She's absolutely amazing. Ratio-based trader in Sydney. Andrea, incredible trader, guys, in Sydney. So shout out to Andrea and young Stefan. So guys, the FDAX loves strength. It loves delta V2, delta V1, delta V2, loves candlestick analysis because it loves ratios. Okay, the FDAX and gold and oil, okay, they hate pivots. They hate pivots, all right? They don't like the middle of the MDI ever, all right? So if you guys, the middle of the MDI, that's a trend indicator, guys, will be used in the middle of the screen. So the FDAX hates pivots. It doesn't like the middle of the MDI, guys. So if you're going to take a second tier reversal, you never reverse into the middle of the MDI, guys, and it hates excess volume. Okay, so some people would say extreme volume, other people say climactic volume. But that's basically, guys, that's basically what the FDAX loves and what it doesn't love. Okay, so based on what we did today, guys, we had a 133 Fibonacci extension reversal. That's only for the people that love Fibonacci. Guys, that's only one way. That's the first trade that I got, guys, for a 5-point target. So 5 points for me was only worth about $138 US, but I am trading multiple accounts simultaneously. So that added up, quite nicely. Guys, after that, effectively, so that was that's an extreme volume candle. Does anybody need to know how to put that Fibonacci extension on? It's a very, very specific thing. So there's 2 Fibonaccis that the FDAX absolutely loves. First Fibonacci, guys, is a stair-step Fibonacci. The second is a dominant candle Fibonacci. Right? They're the 2 that they love. That's the only 2 they love. They don't love any other Fibonaccis. They're the 2 that they pick on. Okay, them. Guys, so FDAX loves strength. Guys, loves strength. We were going to go long. Guys, we were going to go long over the top of this candle here. but the risk was too much, right? The risk was too much because the stop loss would have to be placed all the way down the bottom of here, which is too much for most traders to actually trade. So what we said in the live trading room, you've got a very, very strong candle here. If you don't mind putting your stop loss behind this candle, you are allowed to trade the black diamond deltas going long, guys, of which typically, if you get 3 deltas, the first 3 are normally really, really profitable. Right now, we did have a trader, guys, so there's a mathematical algorithm here, which is very important. We did have a trader, guys, go long on that delta there. So for those that are not aware, that is a black diamond delta. It's a version 2 delta. Right, it's that one there. It was written in 2010, guys. The delta V2 written in 2010, very, very early 2010. Now, again, if you were to trade that delta, guys, your stop loss needs to go behind the candle that created the delta. All right, so that means at that point in time, guys, you had risk on the trade, which we spoke about. Excuse me, you had risk on the trade. But guys, for those that love risk to reward ratios, right, most of my experienced traders say, you know what, if I'm going to take that trade, Lockie, and it's inside my risk profile, I'm simply going to go for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Okay, so that's all the trader did tonight. Right, so they went long on that delta there. They got paid on the following candle. And they said, you know what, Lockie, I'm done. He actually logged out of the trading room about 25 minutes into the session. Okay, so the delta, excuse me, the best delta is always going to be a delta that is outside the range of a strong candle. Now, can everybody tell me all the way down the bottom here, guys? I'll put a little circle on it for you. Okay, but that, can everybody see that little 4 rating underneath the candle there? That basically says these guys are strong, basically find any excuse to back them, which is within reason. So then we got, guys, then we got this really, really strong candle here. Okay, this really strong candle here. What we then got, guys, we retrace back down here. So I said to the entire trading room, if we retrace down here, guys, and we get rejected early, you can now trade that delta long with significantly less risk. Your goal is to basically go for a 5 and a 10-point target. All right, so this $250 box, guys, that is the 10-point target right there. So you probably conclude, all right, Lockie, we're pretty happily, we've gone above that. Okay, so the delta algorithm today, went very, very well. All right, then what we did is we turned around. Guys, can everybody see this static bar reversal short? Now, I said to you guys before, the FTX loves ratios, right? Loves ratios. So if you were to compare the size of even this little green candle there, guys, to the red candle that's formed the static bar reversal right there. So you're comparing the right-hand arrow to the left-hand arrow. Guys, everybody see the body of the candle significantly smaller? Okay, so for a pure price movement trader, you go, you know what, Lockie, the buyers have run out of steam. If you're a mathematical trader, guys, the indicator's actually told you there is a static bar reversal short. The buyers, all right, this little number up here, guys and girls, the buyers were 8 times less effective on this candle than they were on the candle before. Okay, does everybody know what that means? Let me explain. There's only one reason why the buyers lose control of the market. It's because the sellers are too strong. Now, what were the sellers selling off? They're selling off the 161.8 fib extension from the 60-minute chart, right? So we know why they're selling, right? We know why they're selling. But even if you didn't know that, even if you're brand new to trading, you'd be saying, well, Lockie, that -8 there, does that mean that the buyers have lost control of the market? Absolutely correct. So what does that mean, guys and girls? Rich Malcolm, who is the guy that originally taught me to trade. Oh, you took that one? Perfect, mate. Brilliant. The guy that originally taught me to trade said, Lockie, the key to trading the futures market, so not the Forex market or the CFD market or the Bitcoin market or because they're all very different to futures. Futures is like this standalone thing, guys. And if you don't know why, futures is a standalone market because there are no OTC brokers. There are no OTC brokers in the market that are actively trading the market against us, guys. So unlike Forex, most manipulated market in the world, CFDs, second most manipulated market in the world, binary options, third most manipulated market in the world. They're all controlled by brokers. Guys, I haven't got time to go into it. I have got an international bestseller that explains exactly why Forex trading doesn't work for those that are interested in Forex. What does fascinate me though, guys, if you're interested in Forex, you can trade every single major Forex currency pair using futures. You don't have to use a Forex broker to trade currencies. It's a complete fallacy. It's a complete fallacy. Alan, I can see all your comments. I can see your comments. So, guys, what we've got is, so again, Rich Malcolm said to me, guys and girls, best trading coach I've ever had. Guys, with Erica. Erica was incredible. But both of them said, identify the team that's failing and join the other team. That is the key to futures trading. So all this indicator does, with a whole lot of complex mathematics, but all it does is basically say, that is a static bar reversal short. The buyers are failing by a factor of 8. We just want to sell the market down. So again, guys, here's our $250 box. If you grabbed that little red diamond delta short, guys, which we did in the LTR, we grabbed that exact delta short. If you want to go for a 10-point target, you were paid in one candle. Literally hit it twice. Now, we actually called that delta signal twice, right? That little one there, we called it twice, just so everybody knows. But either way, guys, why was the delta so good? All right, so let me move that little square for you. This delta V2 in particular, as a delta V2 there, delta V2 there, delta V2 there, there's a delta V2 there. Guys, there's a delta, where's another one? So there's a black diamond here, we'll talk about that. Because all of these selling deltas, for those that don't know, the V2 delta in particular is absolutely stunning at predicting where the institutions are going to be entering the market. Now, the reason we do this is because I was originally trained by a bank on how to trade. What then occurred is the bank basically said, we push the market up and down every single day. We push it up, we push it down because we can do so. We've got massive volume. My first thought was, if the bank's going to be pushing the market up and down every single day, if they're going to be doing that, then why wouldn't we just copy what the banks are doing? Surely, if they're pushing the market up and down, why not do it? So either way, guys, the delta V2, that one there, predicts where these guys are going to be selling the market. The little circle there is a delta V1, all right? So you've got smaller orders coming into the market for the delta V1. You've got big order concentrations coming in for the delta V2, all right? So these little black diamonds on the way up, they're all delta V2. This one's a delta V2. Guys, they're basically saying, please put your order on at exactly this price, and it should go to target. Okay, that's kind of cool. So then the market actually worked up. Okay, then the market actually worked up here. As we said, we're not allowed to take that little black diamond there simply because the leading candle is not a strong candle. So can everybody see the difference? Down here, big, strong candle, jump on all of the deltas that occur after it. Okay, this candle here is not a strong candle. So therefore, we're not going to be buying the market. We're actually getting ready to sell the market. Now, interesting point. Guess what everybody else is doing? They're also getting ready to sell the market. That's why we got this absolutely monster candle. So guys, during the LTR, this is literally in the last 15 minutes of the hour, which we typically don't trade unless we get a reversal off a pivot. So I said to the really advanced traders, because this is also what we refer to as a second tier reversal, very, very powerful signal. If you want to go short on that delta right there, which is actually all the stop losses below this candle, so all the stop losses are right there. If you want to go short on that, try and hold it for 25 points, right? So that there, right? Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 25-point box. So that's 1,000 Aussie dollars right there, or around about 700 US dollars. Okay. So again, what actually occurred, this candle here, strongest selling candle of the night. Basically, this said all of the buyers have run out of steam. That candle is a completely dominant candle, right? So what do you mean dominant? Guys, look at the candle before, look at the size of this candle. You'd probably go, wow, Lockie, that candle is significantly larger. Guys, the dominant candle formula is 2 to 3 times. All right, so this candle is 2 to 3 times larger than the previous candle. It's powerful enough to reverse the market. So you could have very, very happily just put your sell order underneath that little candle there. It didn't get filled. So your sell order goes 1 point higher under that candle there. And what happened is they came through, filled basically all of the stop losses behind these two candles and absolutely slammed to the downside. Okay. So candlestick analysis wise, guys, tonight, if you literally just said, I know the FTX loves strength. I know it loves, so there's your strong candle. There's your delta long. There's your loss of strength. There's your delta short. There's a loss of strength. There's your delta short. As if you literally say to the market, you tell me what you're thinking, and I'm just going to jump on and I'm going to trade that indicator, or I'm going to use pure price movement. It's gone beautifully. It's just gone beautifully tonight. It's done everything that it's required to do, which is perfect. Now, guys, with that, are there any questions at all about anything that we did on the FTX tonight? Guys, I just want to reiterate to everybody right there, this little box there is $250 US. So if any of you out there in the world said, Lockie, I would love to earn $250 US per day, guys, all you would do, Craig, well done. All you would do is say, Lockie, I'm going to jump in on one of these trades. So this one here, guys, is a 101 signal with a delta. This one is a 101 signal with a delta. That is a 101 signal with a delta. That is a 101 signal with a delta. Right, so straight away, you would be saying, Lockie, my trading plan right now, my trading plan is to trade a 101 signal that is complemented by a delta. If you did that tonight, numbers -8, etc. for the indicator, does it calculate? Yes, CNH, absolutely 100%. It does that. This -8 basically tells you, so the -8 there tells you that the buyers are 8 times less effective on this candle than they were on the candle before. Okay. The opposite of the -8 is the little strength indicator just here. So on this one here down the bottom in the circle, it basically says the buyers are 4 times more effective on this candle than they were on the previous candle. So if you want to join the buyers, simply join them on the next candle. Same with this one just here. This candle here is 1 time stronger than the previous candle. So the buyers are gathering strength in the market. So if you want, you can join the buyers with the intent of going through your target. All right. So there's a primary strength indicator running here, which tells you when they're strong. There's also an inverse strength indicator that tells you when they're losing the market. So when the buyers lose control of the market, we want to join the sellers. When the sellers gain control of the market, like this one here, that 2 strength rated candle there, the moment these guys gain strength of the market, we want to sell the market down. The sole goal, guys, of everything we're doing here is to get the market to move $250 US in your favor. Every one of the signals we called tonight on the FTX, all 6 or 7 or 8 of them, depending on how you trade, every one of them went through a $250 US target. Okay, so if this was our only sample size, you would be looking at this thinking the FTX loves strength. The Delta V2, it loves candlestick analysis because it loves ratios. Guys, the FTX hates pivots. It doesn't like the middle of the MDI, and it doesn't like extreme volume. Okay, any questions at all, guys, on anything that occurred in the trading room today? Right, because I'm going to switch to gold, guys, which means changing workspaces. All right, so I've got a gold workspace ready to rock and roll. So I think everybody's happy. Okay, perfect. So let me go to here, guys. I'll take it back to what the charts were in the live trading room. Let me take them back to what they were. Guys, I'm going to open a different workspace over the top. Okay, this one right here. All right, so let me open this for you. This is the gold. This is the gold market. A number of people asked me to analyze. Okay, so first things first, guys, talk about workspaces. If I wasn't running the live trading room, and I was literally just sitting here trading with Lockie, guys, this is the exact workspace I would use, and I strongly recommend, guys, if you're going to trade privately, then I would use this exact workspace. Now, let me explain why we do this, and I'll go through the trades from last night. All right, so the 15-minute chart, guys, up here on the top left-hand corner, the 15-minute chart is incredible, guys, incredible for picking reversals. All right, now, not only is the 15-minute chart really good, this chart below it is actually a 30-minute chart. Now, if I added an indicator onto here, guys, if you want me to, I can add the indicator called a signal hunter. It would have told us to sell gold, guys, right there. All right. So what I might actually do is I might add that indicator on just to show you. So let me do this. Right click. Let me go to indicators. Okay, so they're down the bottom here, guys. I'll bring this up for you. I'm going to go to Samurai and I'm going to add a signal hunter. All right. Now that's for those people. A signal hunter, if you like the market to tell you exactly what to do over and over and over again, guys, you add the signal hunter. The reason being it's going to classify all of your signals for you. Okay, so can everybody see what's just occurred? I've added the signal hunter on and it said, Lockie, there is a static bar reversal there. We need to actually go short, right? So that's a live gold chart. Guys, that's a live 30-minute chart. Okay, live 30-minute chart. So basically it's 6 p.m. my time tonight. Guys, it's 6 p.m. my time tonight. Japan time, it's currently 7:46 p.m. It said we're going short on gold. There is the signal right there. It's ready to rock and roll. Okay, so there's the signal. So that's why as my workspace would look like this. Because what you're ultimately doing is you're looking for reversals on the 15-minute chart. Guys, you're looking for reversals. There's also another reversal up there, guys. If I put the indicator on, I can see all these without the indicator. But again, there's a beautiful static bar reversal short there. They've picked up the order there and it's bolted to the downside. Okay. Now down here, guys, bottom left-hand corner is my 60-minute chart. What I'm doing with my 60-minute chart is I'm looking for macro stair-step in the market. So the 60-minute chart, guys, is about macro stair-step. The 30-minute chart is about reversals. The 15-minute chart is about reversals. Okay, so again, reversal chart, 15-minute. Reversal chart, 30-minute chart. Macro stair-step, 60-minute chart. Okay, now, the reason we have our 5-minute chart over here on the left-hand side for the gold traders, guys, and we do this for everybody, the gold traders, you've got your primary execution chart. So this is where you're going to do your macro analysis and take your trades. Generally speaking, everyone in the world reads from left to right. So you're looking at the left-hand charts going, you know what, if I get this on the left-hand chart, I'm going to execute it over here on the right-hand chart. This is how I'm going to physically do it. Okay. Now, a couple of things. Guys, there is a Telegram trade alert service coming out for gold. So if you are a gold trader, guys, there is a Telegram trade alert service currently coming for all of the currency cross pairs, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ. Guys, FDAX is going to be turned on, guys, at the annual conference. If you guys would benefit from a gold trade alert service that basically messages your Telegram and says, hey, we've got a trade setting up, please do this, please do that, guys, then we'll set it up for you. It's already set up for gold and oil, all of the currencies and all of the indexes, guys. So if you like if you like Telegram alerts, it's already done. Okay, so guys, getting to my point, I've got around 12 minutes to go. Gold loves pivots and it loves the strength indicator. Okay, gold loves pivots, loves the strength indicator. Gold is hypersensitive to the MDI, the middle of the MDI. Guys, look at this. So gold is hypersensitive to the middle of the MDI and excess volume. Okay, excess volume. So excess volume, guys, is this climactic candle here. So for those that are not aware, again, if we've got excess volume like we do here, excess volume, and that's an orange rated candle there, which means the sellers have spent way too much volume going down. It means the market is likely to go straight back up. Okay. Sellers have used way too much volume going down. The market is likely to go back up. Sellers have used too much volume going down here again. The market is likely to go up. Now, in this case here, guys, I said to you, gold is hypersensitive to excess volume. You've got 3 or 4 excess volumes there. So you've got this one here, which is insanely obvious. You've got that one there, which is insanely obvious. You've got that one there, which is insanely obvious. You've got this one here, which is slightly less obvious. But what has the market done every time? This is gold from last night, guys, from last night, US pre-market and US open. Every time you've got excess volume, what has gold done? Guys, it's turned around and gone straight back the other way. So there is a gold trading strategy immediately there, which is I wait for extreme volume, and then I take the black diamond deltas going long. Okay, so let's have a look. So that black diamond delta, guys, is valid. Let me just copy that circle for you. That delta is valid. So after they're screwed down, guys, mucked around down here, blown all their volume, then either one of those deltas is valid. Guys, over here, these deltas are valid. And over here, these deltas are valid. Now, if you were to look at that and go, well, okay, Lockie, so that's effectively the end of the European session last night, US pre-market, US open. Every time gold blew up its volume, it triggered buying signals going back the other way, right? Absolutely correct. And to give you just a quick measure of this, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On gold, that box there is $500 US. Okay, so $500 US. Alan, you are still very live comment-wise. I'm just applying a very, very strong level of discipline. So guys, Alan is complimenting me on what I'm doing, but there's lots of compliments. So thank you for the compliments, mate. I appreciate that. But I'm trying to get done in under 60 minutes. So guys, on gold, what I've done is I've set up a 10 tick horizontal for you there. All right, so what does it mean is, again, 10 ticks at $10 per tick. That box there is a $500 US box, right? So if you were trading gold last night, guys, there's your extreme volume, there's your delta. So you've gone $500 in 15 minutes. So well done, good on you. That little delta there, guys, you're going back up. You can see they've gone over the top of the box. So $500 in under 15 minutes, good on you. $500 in this case in 5 minutes, good on you. And then obviously this one's gone a lot further. All right, so for the gold traders, again, guys, down the bottom here, gold loves pivots. Guys, it loves pivots. And hey, presto, there is your pivot right here. So if you're brand new to trading gold, guys, particularly V2 Delta tell you whether to go long or short, 100%, Steve. So the red ones, right, the red ones are telling you to go short and the black ones are telling you to go long. So what we want, Steve, we want to trade them in context with the market. Okay, so how do I explain that easily? Okay, there's one here. So there's one right here, man. So let's have a look at this, because it's a great question. It's a great question. So Steve, we are allowed to go short. Let me get rid of that box. So we are allowed to go short when we get a really, really strong candle like this. So Steve, can you see over the top of the candle here, you've got a little circle. Well, a little strength indicator, put a circle on it. That basically says the sellers are significantly stronger on this candle than they were on the candle before. So in this point in time, we'd be looking at joining the sellers. Now, what occurred immediately afterwards, Tom, I'll jump on that. Immediately afterwards, we've actually got this little delta just here, right? So would you agree we've got that little selling delta? All right, this is our $500 box. Let me go and grab it for you there. And we would have said, all right, I'm going to go short on that delta. It's immediately after the candle. I'm going to wait for these guys to sell down. I want them to push for literally around about $500 in my favor. If so, that's my target done. Now, some of you are probably going, Lockie, where does the $500 target come from? It comes from the volatility of the market at the time. So over here is a volatility indicator. It basically tells you what target to use. So what it means, mate, what it means on this screenshot is if we get this candle here is called an efficient. I'll write it on the screen for you here. Okay, it's called an efficient CORPC candle. Right now, what does that mean? Okay, it means that it's got a strength indicator over the top saying the sellers are really, really strong. But most importantly, mate, they've closed outside the range of the previous candle. Okay, so CORPC means they've closed outside the range of the previous candle. Okay, so let me show you the range just to make sure everybody's on the same sheet of music. So if I'm comparing this candle here, that candle there to the candle before, all I'm doing is marking the high of the previous candle. Okay, I'm then marking the low of that candle, and I'm asking the question, have they closed outside the range of the previous candle? All right, so what it ultimately means is you would say, Lockie, not only is that a strong selling candle, so it's a strong selling candle, they've closed outside the range of the previous candle. I'm now going to grab the next delta short, and I'm going to run that down for either a $100 target, 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever target you want to choose. Stop loss is a really great question. Guys, exactly right, Steve. Craig, sorry, I appreciate that. So your stop loss, guys, can go behind the candle that creates the delta. Okay, so if this candle here retraced like 4 or 5 ticks or maybe 10 or 15 ticks and then shot down, then your stop loss is behind the candle that created the delta. Now, if you want to be really, really, really switched on this, right, so again here, so these sellers have sold the market down, shot back through. That's where the buyers are sitting. So your stop loss would be behind the candle, or in this case, under the candle that creates the delta. For the selling, as then your stop loss would be behind or above the candle that creates the delta. So the delta, guys, any candle with a delta on it, provided that the lead-in candle is really, really strong, the deltas are amazing. So what it does mean, Steve, is this delta here. So that delta there, someone would say, well, Lockie, there's a losing delta over there on the left-hand side. My first question is, let me move that out of the way. Is the candle leading into that a strong candle by the sellers, or have the sellers lost control of the market? Well, that's a good question. So we come down here. This is an extreme volume candle where the sellers have pushed the market down and actually ended up being 8 times less effective. So Steve, ask you a question without notice, of course. Steve, if the sellers in the futures market are 8 times less effective, so 8 times less effective than what they were on this candle. So on this candle, they were incredibly effective. Strength indicator says go short. So we go short to go straight through its target. Now the sellers have completely lost control of the market. Is it a good idea to sell, or is it a better idea to buy? So that's not a trick question, Steve. But if understanding that futures trading is identify the team that's failing and join the other team. Exactly right, mate. So these guys have said, because this is an extreme volume candle, it's failed to push through a pivot, which again, for the gold traders, right? Gold is hypersensitive to pivots. You could have basically said, I'm going to wait for this candle to close, fail at the pivot. Then the moment I get a buying signal, as a junior trader, I'm going to jump in and hold that for one box. So one box around $500 US. Your stop loss, Tom, great question. Your stop loss would be behind the candle that created the delta, because we're buying the market. An experienced trader, Steve, would say, Lockie, like I was doing in the live trading room tonight, I'm going to buy the market and I'm going to hold it for 15 minutes, which is 1, 2, 3. If I'm looking pretty good, I'm going to hold it for another 15, 1, 2, 3. If I'm still looking good, I'll hold it for another 15. Eventually, my trailing stop that runs behind these candles would have been stopped out. Last night, you would have been stopped out at 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have been knocked out around 1,500 US per contract traded. Now, the beauty of that, Steve, if you don't mind, guys, I'm going to go a little bit over time because Steve's asked a really good question. Mate, the moment these guys have moved through your 50-tick target or your $500 US target, your stop loss, let me just grab a line here. Your stop loss that was behind the candle moves to positive. So you can't lose any money. You can't lose any money on this $1,500 trade. So last night you might have gone on 2 contracts. So Lockie, I'm going to go long for $500 US. Then I'm going to move my stop loss up so I can't lose any money. And then I'm going to basically trail this until I get stopped out. And you got stopped out just up here. Okay. Now, with all that said, guys, let me go through to this afternoon, because it's, again, the question was asked. Steve, my absolute pleasure. The question was asked, right here. Question was asked right here. Okay. Now, Have a look, guys. So static bar reversal. So on the 30-minute chart, the static bar reversal was at exactly 6 p.m. tonight, right? Exactly 6 p.m. tonight. Now, the interesting thing about 6 p.m. tonight, which I'll mark on the chart for you here. Okay, mark on the chart for you there. There is 6 p.m. right there. So the 30-minute chart is saying you have a stunning static bar reversal short. The ratios are awesome. We've done all the maths for you. Please go short. And what you've actually got here, guys, underneath that candle there, so that's 6 p.m. underneath that candle, guys, this is the market's response. Okay, that's the market's response. So what we've actually got, guys, for the slightly more advanced traders, you've got a tier 2 reversal short on gold off a pivot. So guys, what did we say about gold? Gold absolutely loves pivots. So the moment these guys start selling, because it is a 30-minute chart trade, guys, over here on the left-hand side, that delta is absolutely stunning. That delta is stunning. And these deltas down here are okay. They're okay, but the top ones are absolutely stunning. Okay. Craig, would you use the same ATM? Yeah, 100%, mate, exactly the same. Sassy, look forward to recording. Perfect, Sassy, absolutely brilliant. So guys, to pull it into perspective and to try and finish as close to time as possible, that is a $500 box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a $500 box on gold. If you had have taken that V2 delta short, that red diamond delta short there, after the 30-minute chart said, please go short, guys, you've gone through your $500 target, literally $500 target, you've gone through it in one candle. Okay, now if you're a little bit more savvy, you'd say, Lockie, I'm going to hold the trade for 15 minutes, which is 1, 2, 3. And if it keeps going, I'm going to hold it for another 3. But hey, presto, guess what we've got here, guys? Can everybody see? Ross, my absolute pleasure. Can everybody see you've got extreme volume? So what happens when gold gives you extreme volume? This orange one here, it's highly likely to turn around and go straight back the other way, And you've got a static bar reversal long telling you, please go long back the other way. So guys, we'll grab your $500 box. We'll put it down there. Everybody's happy to have gone through the $500 target. And most importantly, guys and girls, that is a 100% live chart. So if I wanted to trade gold, young Sassy, I would be doing 15, 30, 60 on the left-hand side. I'd be doing a 5-minute chart here. I'd be focusing on strength, delta, and extreme volume. Yes, Mandy, I've got a little princess waiting to watch a movie. Guys, what I'd love to know, what's the best thing out of tonight's session, if you don't mind? We've done FDAX, we've done ratios, we've done indicators, we've done all that stuff. What is the best message that comes out of it? Dear Alan, thank you for that. I appreciate that. CNH, yeah, we love it. Yeah, gold loves bouncing, right? Loves bouncing off brick walls. So please take that away. It's a good one, Sassy. Okay, Sassy. Up to you, Sassy. Guys, so today, the most important thing about this, it's a free event, guys. Again, the whole intent is not to sell anything to anybody. It's just to basically say there's a trading strategy that's working really, really well. As it's been working well since 2009. If you want to take advantage of it, get in contact with Samurai. And basically, that's it. Just get in contact with Samurai. And they will, guys, they will be able to help you out. All right, so guys, on that note, I think I've got to run downstairs. I think I'm watching K-pop Demon Hunters again with my princess. So guys, I hope that was good fun. I hope you learned something. I hope you can see the value of just following one strategy only. Guys, none of this fancy crap. Just follow one strategy. All right, guys, have a great night. I hope you learned something tonight. Well done if you're in the live trading room, and I'll see everybody tomorrow for European Open once again in the live trading room. CNH, appreciate the feedback. Thank you, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.